Edit 25th date. What is not done? Oh, this is game wrong. Okay, 414 has not come. So no problem. We'll say upload, browse, advanced Java, 414, servlet. This is 25th date. This is 25th date. Once saved. Yeah, that problem is solved. So let's open HTML to servlet communication, boss. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks, right, boss? Advanced Java 414 servlet. Yes, boss. At the end, what we discussed, IDE and all this stuff, HTML to servlet communication. Remember that? Yeah, there we are discussing about what? HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. New guys, paste guys. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlink. Yeah, tell me how to do this one, guys. In href, in href component, in href attribute of anchor tag, we need to write what? The destination URL of servlet component. The destination URL of servlet component. Remember that, guys? HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. Okay, guys. 28th, 2022. 28th, 2022. Super, guys. Super, guys. In href attribute, servlet component destination URL you have to give. If you place a text, it becomes textual hyperlink. If you keep image, it become image hyperlink. Now listen. Basically, hyperlink generated request carries data, na? No. If you append query string along with the request, it will carry the data or not. Okay, boss. And we have designed one example application, na, boss. Page.html is having hyperlink. We generate request. Web server traps and takes the request and assigns handovers to servlet container. Servlet container maps the request with the servlet component. Okay. Maps the request with what? Servlet component. Getting my point, guys? Next, the logics of servlet component will execute. The generated output comes to web server. Super, guys. The generated output comes to web server and that output goes to browser as a response. That output goes to browser as a response. And here is my what? Dynamic web page. Understanding my statement? There, wish message will be generated. This is deployment directory structure, standard directory structure, boss. Standard directory structure. Standard directory structure. Understanding my statement? Directory structure in Eclipse Dynamic Web Project. But this is not deployment directory structure, guys. Okay, when you run this application, the deployment directory structure will be generated dynamically as shown here. This is only for programmer. This is only for our practice and this is given for programmer. This is purely given for programmer. This is only for our practice. Right, boss? Super. Next, so shall we see the application development, guys? Okay. Step number 1. Make sure that Tomcat 10.x server is configured with Eclipse IDE. Tomcat 10.x server is configured with Eclipse IDE. Super. Configured with Eclipse IDE. Next, step number 2. Create a dynamic web project. Create a dynamic web project having name Wishmessage app. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. Super, guys. Create dynamic web project. This one. Should I give launch workspace also? Launch workspace also I should give na, boss. Not required na. Create dynamic web project in Eclipse IDE. In Eclipse JWE IDE. Okay, guys. JWE IDE. Already we have installed and we kept ready. What is that? 414. Already did in the last application. Did for the last application. So not required. Already did for the last application. Already see JDBC projects are there. MIME-AP is there. File, new, dynamic web project. What is the application, guys? Wishmessage app. Wishmessage app. What is this? HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. Say next, guys. Say next, guys. Web.xml, guys. Finish. Okay. This is the project that is created, boss. This is the project that is created. Super, boss. This project is created. Okay, guys. Next, add the following packages to add the following packages to add the following package to src/main/java folder. src/main/java folder. Oh, not that one. Here Java resources folder. src/main/java folder. What is the package, guys? Okay. com.nt.servlet. If you don't want this name, take some other name. I don't have any problem. Okay, guys. Right, boss. Step number 4. Super, guys. Step number 4. Yeah, step number 4. Add page.html file in src/main/webapp folder. web app folder. This is web app folder, guys. New HTML file. What is there? Page.html. Yes, guys. Page.html. Here I will write some title, guys. Color colon red. Text type align center. Text type align center. Tell me, guys. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlink. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. Okay, guys. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. Okay, guys. Here I will provide one thing about H3 style. Color is not required. Test align center. Test align center. Tell me, guys. href. 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 I'm going to write servlet component URL path. Servlet component URL. Let us assume this this URL is wish URL, boss. Wish URL. Let us assume it is the URL pattern of this particular servlet, right? So then what is the lengthy name of these guys? http:// http:// What is the name of the web application? This is the name of the web application now, boss. Yeah, we can write shortcut also. We will discuss about shortcut later. // localhost. Okay, what is the port number, guys? 2525 /paste /wish URL. I'm assuming URL pattern is URL pattern of that servlet is what? This wish URL. What is the message I want to have, guys? Okay, get to wish message. Get to wish message. End of the anchor tag, end of the closing tag. Save this. H3 style text-align center. Text-align center. There is my get wish message. Here is my get wish message. Wish URL is the URL pattern of the servlet component. This is complete URL to generate the request to servlet component or not. This is complete end-to-end URL to generate the request to servlet component. That I pasted here. Tell me here page.html here. Page.html. Super. Page.html here. This is my page.html. And here is what? Request URL of the destination servlet component. Request URL of the destination servlet component. Super. Tell me here what is there? URL pattern of the wish message servlet. Wish message servlet component. URL pattern of the wish message servlet component. Cool, guys. Got the clarity, guys? Come on. Add page.html. Yeah, that's it, guys. Okay. We don't type this lengthy URL in the browser address bar. We just get this page on the browser. We click on this hyperlink. Request will be generated. Right, boss? Okay. Step number 5. Develop the servlet component. Develop the servlet component. Come on, guys. Super, guys. Tell me, guys, develop the servlet component. What is this? Wish message servlet. Wish message servlet in com.nt.servlet package. What package, guys? com.nt.servlet package. Super, guys. Tell me here. Okay. Here is that one. New class. You take as a class only. You take as a class only. Tell me. Wish message servlet. Wish message servlet. Okay. Tell me what is the best way of developing servlet, guys? What is the best way of developing servlet? Extending from generic servlet or implementing servlet interface or extending from HTTP servlet? Extending from generic servlet or implementing servlet interface or what? Extending from HTTP servlet. Extending from HTTP servlet. Got it? Super. Yeah. Here is my super class, guys. HTTP servlet. Say done. Okay, guys. Tell me, wish message servlet. Wish message servlet.java. Here is my service method, guys. Here is my service method, guys. Here is my service method, boss. Come on, are you getting my point? Okay. What happened, guys? Why server related information is not coming? Why that support is not coming, boss? I should get help, na? I should get help, service method help. Okay, no problem. Public void service. Tell me. HTTP servlet request. REQ. HTTP servlet response. RES. Throws. What is there? Servlet exception, comma, IO exception. Servlet exception, comma, IO exception. Control plus shift plus O. Done, boss. Tell me, it is first service method or second service method? The service method that I have overridden from HTTP servlet is first service method or second service method? Public service method or protected service method? I want reply from you people. Did I override public service method or protected service method? Did I override first service method or second service method? Okay, those who are saying public, boss, those are saying public service method, those are saying first service method, please jump into the drainage after your class. Don't waste normal water. I think I have clearly said this. In HTTP servlet, we have two service methods. One is public service method. Other one is protected service method. Public service method is also called first service method, and protected service method is called second service method. But while overriding superclass method in subclass, we can use either same modifier or strong modifier. Actually, I'm overriding second service method, which is protected, but I'm using what? Strong modifier. Because of this, can we call this one as a first service method or second service method? You must call this one as a second service method. How to I tell that? How to identify, sir? Go by signature of the method. Go by parameter types. Go by parameter type. If parameter types are servlet request, servlet response, first service method. If parameter types are HTTP servlet request, HTTP servlet response, second service method. I think I have highlighted this point long back, right? Second service method. Second service method. Protected service method is overridden. Is overridden. Is overridden. Is over. Which message servlet com.nt.servlet packets. Which message servlet com.nt.servlet packets. Okay. Which message servlet com.nt.servlet packets. Super. Super means super. Now tell me here, what is the story, boss? Develop servlet component, which message servlet in com.nt.servlet package. Super. Okay, now listen. Identify the service methods of HTTP servlet class. Identify the service methods of HTTP servlet class based on its parameter types. Parameter types, not based on their parameter types. Not based on their modifiers. Not based on their modifiers. Getting my point, guys? Based on their parameter types, not based on their modifiers. Not based on their modifiers. Okay. Okay. If the parameter types are servlet request, servlet response. Servlet request, servlet response. Then it is first service method. Okay. First service method or public service method. Nice, boss. If the parameter types are HTTP servlet request, HTTP servlet response, then it is second service method. Second service method. Next, protected service method. Second service method and protected service. Comfortable, guys? Got the clarity, guys? Come on, are you with me? Second service method or protected service method. Second service method or protected service. Okay. Sir, also give nice why we use public. Akshay Patil, why did you miss last class? Tell me. Huh? Are you listening this statement for the first time? If I open last class notes, are you ready to jump into drainage? Wait a minute. Okay. I'll show, boss. I'll show, my dear. Wait, my dear. No. I want to, you should. When you look at the drainage, you should feel that. Okay. First service, second service. Okay. We can work with HTTP features. Super. Is that point is given? Where is that point is given? Right. Wait, my dear. After this, when the next class is conducted, what is today's date? 22nd, right? Okay, let me open the notes of 23rd. No, that date, document date. Let me open the notes of 23rd. 23rd is not there. 25th. No, yeah. I discussed this. Where we have written was 1 minute. No, I discussed, but that guy needs proof. 1 minute. Let me try 21st, 22nd. Then class not happened now. Sort by date, my dear. View list. View as a list. Okay, I think in here cold deployment only that is there. So let's get into 22nd only. Cold deployment we have done this day only now, boss. Cold deployment, hard deployment. Yeah, while overriding super class method in subclass, either we can take same modifier or strong modifier. Amit Patil, did you read this statement? No. At least what you felt when you read this statement. Okay. We can override protected service method of HTTP servlet in the subclass, either with the same protected modifier or with a strong public modifier. Strong is recommended. While developing servlet component by extending from HTTP servlet class, don't identify service method with its what? Public protected modifiers. Always identify with its parameter types. Discussed or not discussed, boss? Yeah, servlet request, servlet response. First service or public service method. Second service, protected service. Okay, what is that? HTTP servlet response. Second service or protected service. Got it? Understood my statement, boss? Got the clarity, boss? Come on, are you with me? Okay. Tell me. Get print writer from response object. In place of protected, now is public. Then which modifier invoke the second service method? I think protected. Amit, what do you mean by invoking, Ra? Based on the modifiers, methods will be invoked. Is it your core Java knowledge? Huh? 1 minute, everyone look at the Amit question. Amit, when you call method on object, based on modifier method is decided. Based on the method name and arguments you pass, method is decided, right? Modifiers are only for visibility, my dear. How did you complete your core Java, my dear? How the method is decided based on the modifier. A modifier is for our visibility. Method is decided based on the method name, invoking object, and arguments. These are the three things that will decide the which method to invoke, or which object you are invoking. What is the method name? What are the arguments you are passing? Is there any role of modifier in this process? Yes, modifier is only for visibility. Anyhow, protected is visible, public is visible. Public methods are visible what? In subclass and outside subclasses. Protected methods are visible only in subclasses. So right now we are doing both. So that's why protected methods are both. Only modifiers are not going to play any great role. Get print writer from response object pointing to response object. Pointing to response object. Got it? Print writer is equal to res dot get writer. Print writer PW is equal to res dot get writer. Set response content type. Res dot set content type. What is this? Text slash HTML. Text slash HTML. Understanding my statement, boss? Okay. Am I going to get any inputs along with the request, guys? No. I'm not going to get any inputs along with the request. So what should I do now? Okay, now I have to write a logic to generate the wish message. Okay. Okay. Write business logic to generate the wish message. Write business logic to generate the wish message. Right, boss? So now let's have a look, guys. First of all, get system date and time. Get system date and time. Yeah, earlier we used to work with the date class, guys. But now all the methods of date class are deprecated. And the best method is what? Best class is what? Local date time. Local date time, right? Local date time. LDT is equal to, we have a static factory method. Local date time dot now control plus shift plus O. Yeah, here we get the system date and time. Get the current hour of the day. Okay. Int hour is equal to LDT dot get hours. You will get current hour of the day, boss. LDT dot get hours, get hour. Yes, boss. Generate the wish message. Generate the wish message. String MSG is equal to null, boss. Okay. Tell me here. If Hour less than 12. Hour less than 12. Tell me. MSZ is equal to good morning. MSZ is equal to good morning. Yeah, I think some settings got disturbed, guys. That's why it is not giving code help. Code help. I think somewhere I have to do settings. Assistant, content assistance. Okay. Content assistant. We don't have any other option. Content assistant. Okay. I think some problem. Content assistant, guys. Complete insertion. Insert common prefixes. All are perfect. Reset the defaults. Perfect is there. Apply, close. Some issue with IDE only. Else, boss. Else if hour less than 16. Okay. Right, boss. MS is equal to, tell me, good afternoon. Else if hour less than 20. MSZ is equal to, where is this, guys? Good evening, boss. Else MSZ is equal to good night, boss. Else good night. Display the generated wish message. Display the generated wish message. Cool, guys. Display the generated wish message. Now tell me here what is this? pw.println. Okay. pw.println. I would like to display the message. It's nothing else. Okay. Let me show. Style is equal to, yeah, if I keep double quotes, it becomes Java double quotes. That's why I'm using single quotes for attributes, especially when attributes are there inside pw.println. Color colon green. Color colon plus MSZ plus HU plus MSZ plus SU. Color colon green plus MSZ plus HU. Next one. Close stream. Once everything is over, better to close the stream now, boss. Once everything is over, better to close the stream. Right, boss? Better to close the stream. End of the service method. End of the class. End of the service method. End of the class. Copy these, guys. Okay. Let's come to our discussion, guys. Yeah. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlink. Here we ask to generate the wish message by generating the servlet. You got it, guys? Wish message generated. This is the main logic now, boss, for entire application. This is the main logic, right, boss? This is the main logic. Here is my good morning, guys. Good afternoon. Good evening. Here is my cool. Got the clarity, boss. Easy, boss. Okay. Yeah, it's all about writing business. Okay, now tell me, guys, we need to configure this servlet in web.xml file or not? What's the step number? Step number 6. Configure the servlet component in web.xml. Configure the servlet component in web.xml. Perfect. In web.xml. Here is my web.xml. Okay. Some web.xml has come, Babu. Leave it. Yeah, this is my XML, guys. Done, boss. Okay. All these are done. Here, what is this? Servlet configuration. Okay, guys. What is this? Servlet-name. Servlet-name wish. Array, some my choice logical name. Servlet-class. com.nt.wish servlet. Okay. Say, guys. Servlet-name. Here what? Servlet-mapping. Here is my URL-pattern / wish URL. In this place, servlet-mapping. You guys, com.nt.wish servlet. This is my wish, guys. Wish servlet. Yeah. This is very much configured or not, boss? Wish message servlet or fine. Okay, whatever it is. Wish message servlet. We configured this one. Servlet component is configured or not? One is servlet mapping, one is servlet. One is servlet configuration, other one is servlet mapping configuration. Other one is servlet mapping configuration. Everyone got the clarity, was understood my statement, guys. Super cool, guys. Understanding my statement. Web.xml, page.html. Yes, guys. Here is the story. Yeah, first of all, let me add this one, boss. Let me add web.xml. This is some import statements will come automatically. If you place, fine. If you don't place, also not a problem. How do you generate a same control plus shift plus? I am actually generating manually only here. I am generating manually, but here also same thing. Control plus shift plus / to get the comment. Okay, backward / to remove the comment. Backward / comment gone. Forward / comment came. I think other day I have given this shortcuts. For single line, control plus shift plus C. One key for both purposes. Here is my web products. Here is my web product. Next, run the application. Run the application by selecting the server. Okay, right now we configured only Tomcat server, we run it. Regular, how exactly we executed MyMapP application, same thing. Right click guys, run on server guys, local host guys, remove all. When I say remove all, already deployed application in that server will be removed. So that burden on the server will be decreased while executing the application. Only current application will be there in execution. Yes, please. Here I should type page.html, only base URL is coming. But in Gmail, base URL is not coming, sir. Login page is coming. I will show that how to do that work. We will see that lies. Get to wish message. Now listen. Since it is HTML to servlet communication, don't give direct request to servlet. First launch HTML file. Since HTML files are there in public area and that they can be requested directly. No need of any permission from servlet container. No need of writing URL pattern for the HTML file. They can be requested directly, right, boss? Get to wish message. Good evening has come now, boss. Good evening message has come. But two more changes, guys. Change number 1. Okay. Semicolon. Text hyphen align center. Text hyphen align center. Semicolon text hyphen align center. Yeah, here is my pw.close, guys. Here is my pw.close. And before that, I want to add home hyperlink. Add home hyperlink. Yeah, pw.println, guys. href page.html. Okay, page.html. Home is the hyperlink, end of the anchor. Home is the hyperlink, end of the anchor. But this page.html is also having some URL now, boss. What is that URL? I have to give my lengthy URL. What is the URL? This entire lengthy URL plus this page.html slash page.html. Array, that is also having URL to generate the request, boss. Changes are taken, boss. Say refresh. Good evening message has come. Home hyperlink. Get wish message. Home hyperlink. So I'm navigating page 1 to page 2, page 2 to page 1 or not. I'm happily navigating page 1 to page 2, page 2 to page 1. What do you say, guys? It's happening or not happening? It's definitely happening. So like this, we are testing the application, boss. We are definitely testing the application. 1 minute. What are the 2 lines we have added? Home hyperlink we have added. We need to adjust this line. We need to adjust this line. Let's come to this place, guys. Yes, boss. This is home hyperlink. Yeah. Is there any need of configuring HTML file with URL pattern, boss? Is there any need of configuring HTML servlet with URL pattern? No, not required. Why? Why? Because it's a public area component and that can be requested directly by using the URL. because that's a public area component, right, boss? Here is the exam. Tell me, I am giving request to Servlet by typing URL in the address bar or by clicking on hyperlink? By typing the URL in the address bar or by clicking on the hyperlink? Whatever theory I said, that is really matching or not matching? Definitely matching, Rabab. Get wish message. Get wish message. Say paste. Okay. Page.html. Here is wish. Page.html. Here is my wish URL. So first page, when you click on hyperlink, this is the first page, Rabab. When you click on hyperlink, second page will come. This is second page that comes. Easy na, boss? Everyone understanding my statement? Everyone getting my point here, guys? Yeah, can we feel the flow of execution one more time? Detailed flow of execution, whatever we have seen other day. Shall we go for it now? Yeah, internal Tomcat server of Eclipse. Eclipse ID. Under this, what is the folder we are having, guys? WTP web apps. It is using WTP web apps. It's there, it's choice, Rabab. After this, what, guys? Wish message app. Wish message app. What is that? HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. Using hyperlinks. HTML to servlet communication using hyperlinks. Under this, what is this? WebINF. Under WebINF, classes. Under classes, guys, wish message servlet. Wish message servlet. Under this, com.nt.servlet. Wish message servlet.class. Wish message servlet.class. Wish message servlet.class. Wish message servlet.class. Here is my web.xml, boss. Here is my web.xml. Under this, what is this? Page.html. Okay. Page.html. Okay. Here is my browser, boss. This is basically, this is our browser. We give this one in the browser address bar. Yeah. Okay. First of all, tell me what happens. Number one, deployment. Okay. Deployment. I'll use numbers only. Number one, deployment. Number two, checking the directory structure. Checking the array. If you don't know, if you don't want to learn flow of execution, leave it. This is only for extra knowledge. Checking the directory structures. Okay. Loads. Loading and verification of web.xml. Loading and verification of web.xml file. That is 3 na? Okay. Here. Loading and verification of web.xml file, boss. Next one. In-memory metadata. In-memory metadata creation of web.xml file. Metadata creation for web.xml file. In-memory metadata creation for web.xml. There, what is there? Wish URL mapped with what, guys? com.nt.servlet. Wish message servlet. And here is the logical. Here is the logical. Got it, guys? Here is the logical. Okay, that is gathered, boss. For faster access of the content, it will prepare in-memory metadata of web.xml. These are the activities that will happen. What is this? This is 4. Yeah, one internal cache will be created for current web application. Internal cache. Internal cache for wish message app application. Wish message app application. Very lengthy is there that I am writing like this. Internal cache for wish message app application. Super, guys. Tell me here what is there. Tell me here what is there, guys. Tell me what is there here. Yeah, what is the logical view name, guys? Wish. Logical view name, guys. Wish. Tell me. Array, not now, not immediately. A lot of time is there. Internal cache, basically empty. At the time, it is empty, boss. Number 5, it is empty. Number 5, empty. At the time, 90. These are the things that will happen in the deployment of the application. We generate the request, guys. Number 6. Based on localhost 2525, request goes to Tomcat server. Number 7. Based on wish message app HTML servlet communication using hyperlink, the request will be hand over to guys. Request goes to Tomcat server. Web container gets the request. Web container takes the request. Web container takes the request. Maps the request with this web application. Maps the request with this web application. Super. Next, it creates one set of request comma response objects. One set of request comma response objects. Right, boss? It creates one set of request comma response objects. It definitely creates one set of request comma response objects. Okay. That is 10. That is really 10, Babu. That is really 10. Right, boss? Yeah. Next one. Next one. Takes what, guys? Page.html of the request URL. Page.html of the request URL and searches. Is there any private area component that is mapped with page.html? There are not there. Not there. 11. Searches in the in-memory metadata of web.xml file for the private area component that is mapped with slash page.html. There are, guys. Okay, not there. But not there. But not there. But not there. Come on, guys. Next, number 12. But not there. So, searches for the page.html file in public area of the web application. Yes or no? Na? That means first priority it is given to private area components only. Public area of the web application. Okay, and finds it. And finds it. And finds it. Okay. Number 13, guys. Number 13. Collects the code of page.html. Code of page.html. Okay. Tell me, guys. Number 14. The page.html code comes to browser as a response through what is that? Web container and web server. Through web container and web server. Cool, guys. And executes here. And executes here. When it executes here, what happens, guys? Web page will come or not? When it executes here, web page will come or not, boss? Okay. Executes here to give web page. Web page content. Don't you think that is this web page, boss? Don't you think that is this web page, boss? Super boss. Next, end user clicks on hyperlink. Get to wish message hyperlink. This is 50. This is 15, Rababu. Control goes to what? href attribute of page.html. href attribute of page.html. Come on, guys. In the source code, that will be there or not, boss? It will go to href attribute of page.html, right, boss? Href attribute of page.html. Then what is next, guys? 16. href attribute is taken raw. Source code executes. Again, based on localhost 2525, who traps and takes the request? Internal Tomcat traps and takes the request. That is what, guys? 17. Based on localhost 2525 of the URL of the request URL, Tomcat server takes the request. That is 17, guys. Web container takes the request. 18. Once again, 18 here. Super. Tell me, that is 18. After that, what next? Web container takes the request. Web container takes the request. It creates one set of request comma response object. One more set of request comma response object. 19. One more set of request comma response object. Not the same, guys, different sets of request comma response. Yeah. Number 12. Searches in in-memory metadata. 20. Searches in in-memory metadata. In-memory metadata for the private area component mapped with wish URL. Mapped with slash wish URL. Got it, guys? Mapped with wish URL. Mapped with wish URL. Got it? Finds it now, boss. And finds it. And finds it. And finds it. Next one, guys. 21. Searches for the object for wish message servlet in the internal cache of IOC container. In the internal cache of IOC container, whose based on the logical name wish, but it does not find. But it does not find. But it does not find anything. Anything. Right, boss? It does not find anything. This is searching above. Next one. Loads the class and creates the object. 22. Servlet loading, instantiation and initialization. Instantiation and initialization. Servlet loading, instantiation and initialization. 23rd. We already discussed all these points. 23rd. container, servlet container creates one thread for current request. One thread for current request. Right now, boss? Number 4, 24. Current request thread calls the service method. Current request thread calls the service method. Current request thread calls the service method. Okay, guys. Service method calls the service method on servlet component, on servlet instance. Whatever servlet instance is there, on that service method is called. Open floor bracket, dot, 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 guys, closing floor bracket. Tell me, their logic executes or not? 25. Their logic executes or not? Come on. Super, boss. Now tell me. Acha, before that, one small number is missing, Ra Babu. Anyone can guess where the number is missing? After creating object, it has to be kept in internal cache, na? 23rd is missing. Yeah, what is that? Wish here. Wish message servlet class object reference. Servlet class object reference. Okay, this is going to be 23rd. 23rd. Keeping object in internal cache. Yeah, this is 24th. Yeah, small change. Yes. This is 24th. If you don't want to learn internals, leave it. No one says anything to you. Just develop the application, see the output. But if you want to get interlinked between all the things, 25th. Then 26th. It calls the service method. Don't mug up, feel it. 26th. Tell me, guys. 25th. When you click on it, you will get output like this or not, boss? You will get output like this, right? Okay. We will see later. Yeah. What is that, guys? 26th. The output generated by the servlet component service method. 27, fine. Whatever. Servlet component service method. Components service method. Comes to browser. Servlet component service method comes to browser. Understanding my statement? Comes to browser. Comes to browser. Okay. Okay. As a response, having content type text/HTML. Okay. And that code executes. And that code executes, generates the web page. Executes and generates the web page. That code executes and generates the web page. This is the generated web page now, boss. This is 28. I think goosebumps have come when you see the all interlinkings, boss. Are you getting goosebumps or not? All are interlinked. All are interlinked. Everyone enjoyed. First time when I give flow of execution, you might have felt a bit heavy. When I give same thing second time, third time, it is looking very, very known things or not. Once again, can we see the flow, guys? Okay. We perform deployment. Okay. Now we perform deployment. Akshay Patil, if you don't open your brown, if you don't open your brain, it may be full toss, bouncer, no ball, dead ball. Because we don't know, basically, you are not there to play the cricket game. You are just here for time pass, right? If you are here for time pass, okay. If you are not there to play the game, every ball looks different. At least the people who are sincerely learning, they are understanding the flow. You need not to explain in the interview. If you explain, he will pray to your legs. He will touch your feet and he will feel happy to take you in the company. It's not mandatory to explain. If you can explain, it's fine and good. On public demand, one more time, we deploy the web application, deployment, checking the directory structure. Who checks the container? Checking the directory structure. Number 3, loading and verification of web.xml file. Number 4, in-memory metadata creation of web.xml file. Right? All these are done by container only. All these are done by container only. Okay. If you are trying to read 100 times, 200 times, you are trying to mug up. Don't try to mug up. Feel the flow. If you mug up, you won't get anything. An empty internal cache will be created. These are the things that will happen during the deployment. Number 6, we generate requests by typing the URL in the browser address bar. Number 7, based on localhost 2525 of the request URL, Tomcat server takes the request. Number 8, web container takes the request from server. Okay. Number 9. Okay. Maps the request to web application.